Hi friends, in this lecture we will be studying how to combine shapes. So let us begin our topic by drawing one perfect circle, and then I'll use the selection tool and keep the Alt key pressed and click on the object and drag it to the right. This would ensure that I get a perfect duplicate circle. Now I'll fill this duplicate circle with another color. Let's say brown. Now I will select both the circles by clicking on the top left corner and dragging till the lower right corner. Now both the circles are selected. Let us see how to combine these shapes. So over here you can see I have the Pathfinder tool. If you don't see the Pathfinder tool in the toolbar over here, then you can click on Window and you can call the Pathfinder from here as well. Now the first option which you get in the Pathfinder is Unite. So what will this option do? This will join both the shapes and make it into one shape. Keep in mind that we had drawn the pink circle first and the brown circle we had copied later. So I'll click on the Unite. So you can see whatever was the upper circle or the last created object, it fills that and makes it into one combined shape. Okay, so that was the Unite option. Then you get an option called as minus front. Now what is minus front? That let me explain you. So I will draw one rectangle and fill it with black color, and I will draw one ellipse and fill it with red color. Now if I select both these shapes and if I select the second option, that is minus front, you will see that whatever the object was there in the front gets subtracted from the object behind, and you have lost the second object, but it has made a cut into the first object, taking into consideration the shape of the second object. So that was the minus front. Now we will see the next option, that is intersect. So let me draw two identical circles. So I draw one circle and I press the Alt key and draw another circle, and I fill the other circle with some another color, and then I draw a rectangle around both so that both the circles are selected, and then I select intersect. So whatever is the common area will get remained. So I'll select intersect, and you can see whatever is the intersecting area between both the objects, that gets selected, remain. So that was the intersect option. Then you get exclude. Now exclude, what it does, it creates a combined shape and excludes the overlapping shapes. Example, um, we are having these two circles. This is circle 1 and this is circle 2. We select both the circles and we select exclude. So it is the opposite of intersect. So if you select all these circles and you right click and you say ungroup, so you can see this becomes one part, this becomes one part, and the intersecting part is lost. So it is the exclude, means it is the opposite of intersect. Alright, now we move to the next one, that is divide. So I will draw one rectangle and fill it with some color, and I will draw one circle and fill it with one color. Now I will select both these objects, and this time I will select divide. So the objects are actually divided, but you cannot see the division until you right click on them and select ungroup. Now you can see this becomes one object, this becomes another object, and this becomes the third object. So all the objects get broken down. So that is the divide option which you have here. Then you have the trim option. The trim option means, suppose this shape is there, I take it here and I want to trim it. So I select this shape and I select this shape and I select trim. Now you can see when I ungroup them, that portion gets trimmed. Again I can select here, select both the objects and select trim. Again I can ungroup and you can see that shape gets cut. Like this I can create a multifaceted shape by using the trim option, and then ungroup and you can see that portion gets cut from the object. So it's called as the trim. It's like cutting. Now after understanding trim, the next is merge. It's very similar to unite, but there is difference. Let me explain you how. Supposing I have one rectangle and I have one circle. Circle is of a different color. Now I'll select both of them and I'll make a duplicate. Now over here for the first pair I will select unite. So whatever was the last drawn object's color, that gets merged and this becomes one complete shape. But now let us understand merge. So I select both these shapes and this time I will select merge. So it becomes one shape, but at the same time you can see both the shapes have retained their colors. Had there been, suppose I will say undo and I draw one more object here, maybe a star, and that star is of red color. Now I select all these three shapes and I go in the pathfinder and I say merge. So what merge will do, since both of them are the same color, it will get merged and become one. But these two will get merged, but they will retain their individual colors. So let's see merge. So you can see this has got merged, but these two have got merged, but they have retained their colors. So that was the merge. And again, if you ungroup this, and you will see there's actually a cut created in the rectangle, very similar to something like the trim. So that was the merge. Then we have the crop option. So let me show you how the crop works. So I will delete these objects and I will draw one circle and I will draw one rectangle. Fill the rectangle with a different color and then I will select both the objects and click on the pathfinder and then I will select crop. So you can see whatever was the upper part gets chopped off and you have these two lower parts. Okay, you can ungroup them and you can also color them differently. Like this object is there, you can color it with a different color, and the circle is there, you can color it with a different color. Just ungroup them. So it chops off the extra part, that's why it is called as a crop. Then you get the outline. So outline, what it does, it selects the object and you click outline, it removes all the fills and the stroke and makes it into a semi-visible object. Alright, so that was the outline. And the last is minus back. So let me show that to you with the help of a small illustration. So I will draw one rectangle and fill it with one color, and I'll draw one ellipse and fill it with a different color, and then I will select both of them and I will select minus back. So it subtracts the back portion from the front object and retains that shape. Now there is one more tool which I would like to show you at this moment. So let me draw one rectangle and let me draw one ellipse, and I'll fill this with a different color, and then I select both the objects like this, and this time I'm using the shape builder tool. Now in the shape builder tool I can select the object and draw like this, so it will unite and make it into one complete shape. Okay, so with this we finish this object or this lecture on creating and combining different shapes, and in a short while I'll be showing you in a future lecture how to use these different skills which you have seen, that is making the shapes, combining the shapes and making a small illustration, a small logo, or a small you can say caricature or a small avatar. Okay, so with this we'll finish this lecture and see you in the next lecture. Thank you.